ruthless, hostile, unforgiving. Who gave you permission to try to stop me from living, huh? Try again.
Hi, welcome to my Guild Wars 2 bad survey. At least I'm calling it that because everybody loves the game. I admit I like the game too, but there are some areas that they definitely need to work on. Now, this is the Harpy Fractal, as it's known. One of the most ridiculous fractals in the game. So as it is, you know, you're supposed to jump. I'm sure everybody's played it. You gotta jump all the way to the top, but here's the catch. All the Harpies you see there are gonna knock you off. Every time you get up, they're gonna knock you off. It's gonna be a constant deathmatch. I find that the easiest way to play this fractal is to just stay down here and just resurrect people as they fall off and die, because you know it's gonna happen. But that's usually how it works. Now, I'm not sure why ANET, and I'm specifically calling out ANET, thinks that they gave players like 30-second immunity to just knockbacks, but it just doesn't work. They're trying to say that, well, oh, well, you don't need a tank, you don't need the Holy Trinity, yada yada yada, but if you pay attention, and I mentioned this site because this is how a lot of players are finding groups to play with nowadays, because there's no other way in the game to find one. But there's a site that's just dedicated to finding groups that people just post a message. And a lot of times you'll see these players post a message and they want a Guardian, they want a Mesmer, they want specific classes because specific classes get you through some of these fractals. And it sucks because, you know, other players that, you know, want to do it on characters, whatever characters they're on, you know, they get kicked. And I mean, that kind of... Oh, I fell off, that's funny. But that kind of, you know, discourages the whole so-called Holy Trinity foolishness. Because guess what? You know, they want a Guardian. Guardians are the best tanks in the game. I mean, they're not... They're, I guess... Or rather, I should say they can be played as tanks and healers at the same time. I mean, they're just that strong in a PvE play. I mean, the reflective shields, all the, you know, healing skills that they have, they're just, you know, best all-round character. Mesmers allow you to teleport across like places. Like if you have like there's a fractal that you have to run out of orbs. I mean, having a Mesmer in a party is an awesome thing because then instead of trying to navigate through the traps, you just pick a spot to navigate to and everybody meets there and teleport to the goal. That's it. This is like there's like two parts of this map, this one little fractal that's just really frustrating. Now, this is the second part I want to show you. So, you know, you have to get across and pass all these Harpies and have them knock you over as I'm demonstrating right now. And this is a constant thing. I mean, they do it like consistently over and over. Now, there's one thing I want to show you is this part of the game that I don't like. See how I'm able to hit him from here? Watch how he just eventually goes invulnerable. Out of range. Come on, come on. It's been doing that consistently where I notice a lot of the game has been set up like that. Apparently it's not doing it today, but usually he goes invulnerable where you can't hit him because the game is set up so if the mob is, or rather if the monster thinks you're out of range of it, you can't hurt them, which is kind of silly. Why give a ranged character that much range and then sit around and, you know, well, let me take that back from you, you know, even though you have the range, you can't kill it. And that's usually what happens. That is usually happens in this, that you have all this range but you can't hit anything. And it's quite good on that. Let me give you all the tools to play the game, but let me turn around and say, you know, let's not make you play the game as much. Ooh, knock over and a die. Like I said, it's going to be a constant thing in this particular fractal. It's like, it's not even a question. It doesn't become fun anymore, it more becomes frustrating, rather. And unless you have like the right classes for this one, you know, it's just gonna be one long, gruesome 1 hour trip up to the top. You have to kill each of them, you can't avoid them, you have to kill them. So there's really no efficient way of doing this, because you just have to kill them, because he's gonna either knock you over, or if you're jumping past him, there's gonna mid-air cripple you. So mid-air, you can't jump as far. That is another thing I don't understand with this game, is why is it when combat starts, you can't move as fast. You don't have the maneuverability you had anymore. Mobs are still hitting you as hard as hell and expecting you to dodge, but you've been slowed down to a crawl. Surprising it's not doing it right now. And I doubt they fixed it. Because I believe it was in one of the recent patches that basically said, you know, if you're out of range of the monster, that's how they were able to, like, because a lot of people, what they'll do is, you know, mages will find, oh wow, mages will find a way to just be able to stay at, while the heavies, you know, distract the monster or whatever, or distract the mobs. See, Fractal's not too bad. Actually looks pretty good for my sense. We started, you know, down and we moved our way up.